Today's video, I'm talking to you guys about my whole dental experience. What's good, beautiful people? Thank you for tuning in again with the real storm, and we're back in with another video. I said and then again with another video. If you see my last video, you know what I'm about to be talking about. But if you didn't, why don't you go along and go check that out? Seriously, guys, go check out my last video so you know what I'm talking about in this video, because this is basically a part 2. As you can see, I'm smiling more. I'm much feeling my girl. I love it. But that don't mean I was feeling it from the beginning. But I'm gonna talk to you guys about that today. Don't mind that in the background. I know y'all like, wasn't your shoes up there, and why does it look crazy and tacky? I'm actually in the process of taking it down. I'm gonna get it taken down. It's so flimsy and it doesn't hold on my shoes, and as you know, I'm a shoeaholic, guys. Shoe haul coming soon. But I have a whole bunch of shoes where I want to look like consecutively nice, and I'm chatting right now, and when I do, you guys are gonna see it. You'll see it first. Trust and believe. But before we get into this video,
follow my socials,
like, share, comment, subscribe, and tune in for more of me. We're only gonna get better. I feel like if you guys can hear the fan in the background, it's super hot out here. It's so hot, and a girl needs some cooling. Today's video, I'm talking to you guys about my whole dental experience from start to finish, from why it looked like how it looked, because that was kind of actually when it was bad, but it was actually better than that before. There was a course of series of steps where my tooth was good, then bad, then good. So I'm going to talk to you guys about that. And just stay tuned for more of me and my new teeth. Or tooth. The rest of my teeth are mine. I told you guys that. This tooth here is it. And I'll tell you guys my process. I know you guys are like,
we want to know how it looked like that. How it got like that, and then how it looked like now. I got you.
So we're back. Different locations. Different outfit. Fresh out, you feel me? It's the middle of the night, guys. So let's just start from the beginning, the very beginning of my tooth process. Very beginning. So back in middle school, I fought this girl. I know, guys, it's not right to fight or put your hands on someone. I honestly let the people, like boys around me, like rile me up and amp it. Amp it basically just means to enhance the issue. So I was coming home. I don't remember where I was coming home from, but I remember getting off the bus, and then I seen the female that I fought and three boys I went to school with, and this is middle school days. Now, the girl had an issue with me. Like, I didn't have no problems or issue with her. She was tight because I guess I told her aunt, sister, somebody something. And she was dritty, like she wanted to argue. So I'm like, all right, let's go in the backyard, because we out in the front, like we outside, like it's ghetto, we arguing, like this is ghetto, like let's just go in the backyard. We go in the backyard and we're talking. This is in Bed-Stuy. If you're not from New York City, this is in Brooklyn. So this is in Bed-Stuy, and she's just like, all right, running her mouth, whatever. And you know, when females are around guys, they show off. So that's what she was doing. She was showing off. And she was like, I'm gonna fight you. So, you get what I'm saying? Like, I think I started walking away first. I think she pulled me back. Or, because I don't remember, this is like middle school. Or I was like, what's up? Like, you know, I went to sit here and like, you get what I'm saying? I'm always ready. What's up? I'm always ready. So she was like, all right, we started fighting. And in the backyard, it's like full of dirt and like debris on the floor. So if you have on like slippers, shoes, anything that don't have like a grip, you're gonna slip. So I remember fighting, boom, right? And I slipped, boom, got up, I think I still kept fighting. But then I felt on like my tooth, bro, and it was like severed, like it was chipped. So it was like half the tooth was chipped. I had like a chipped tooth, and everybody thought like she basically punched me in my mouth. Like, no girl, you didn't get the one up on me. You know what I'm saying? She was going to school the next day like, oh my god, like everybody was making her feel like she was special. Like her hits was not connecting. Long story short, I fell and hit my tooth. It chipped. That's what happened, because you can't even hit somebody, knock somebody's teeth out like that with that much impact. She didn't hit me. My lip wasn't busted, no scratches, no nothing. So I fell and hit the concrete. After that, I was still confident. I went to school after that. Not many people would be able to go to school after tooth were chipped and go to school with confidence. I still went to school with confidence. People was making fun of me, bullying me. The same people that's bullying me is in my DMs now. So let's talk about it. Yeah, me. Yeah. Alright. Anywho, so I went to school, middle school, and then my mom, she took me with my insurance. She took me to the dentist, and we started the process of a cap tooth. Now the process for a cap tooth is basically a tooth that covers the chip tooth. So I did that. With that being said, she numbed me, like they put needles in my mouth, crying. Like I wasn't crying like because I was in pain, but I was like having tears in my eyes because I don't know, I just teared up because when you get a big needle stuck in your gums, you're gonna, you get what I'm saying, you're gonna have some type of reaction. So I did that, and then after a while, after the process of going to the dentist, I got a cap on. So fast forward. Okay, because I always got a story. So fast forward to my second to last year in Buffalo State College. So mind you, I had the cap for all those years. Like all those years, my tooth was good. Like I was going to the dentist, I was getting clean. Like it was looking like my real set of teeth. So it was good. One day, I feel like I was supposed to be doing an assignment. I was supposed to be doing something now, so supposed to submit, and I came out just to interact with my roommates. And this is when, if you go to Buff, or if you're going above, or even if you don't go to Buff, it's in this building. So I was living in Tower 4, and I had 4 other roommates besides myself. So I had my own room, and there was 2 sets of roommates. So it was 3 rooms altogether. Room with me by myself, 2 roommates, and then the next set of 2 roommates. And then we shared a common area, which is living room and then bathroom. So basically, and we had no kitchen. I went out there to go talk to them and just to interact with them. But I feel like this was God. Literally, this is God. Because I knew I had an assignment due. I knew I had work to do. And I came out the room to just, you know, converse and conversate and have jokes and laugh when I was supposed to do my assignment. So I was making a joke with one of my roommates, and I was like aha, like laughing, saying that she liked some boy, and joking with her and saying that they like each other and stuff. This is the wall, like Buff State's wall. It's a door, wall, door. Okay, cool. Got it. Image it. Okay, cool. So I'm laughing. I'm like, I'm weak. Like when I laugh, I be dying. Like, you're tight. Like, I be laughing. So as I'm laughing so hard, laughing, and y'all gonna laugh at this. Boom! Hit my mouth on the wall. So I hit it hard too, y'all. I hit it hard. It was bleeding and all that. So which means like I had to hit it stupid hard. Okay, cool. I go. I'm feeling it. I'm like, oh my god, my tooth. Like that's one thing I don't even care about the scratch or the blood or anything. I'm just thinking about my teeth. Alright, cool. Go check in the bathroom. The top of the tooth is hanging off of my teeth under it. It's like hanging, but it's still there. So I'm like, yo, I started crying. Like nobody's seen me cry. But I started crying. I'm like, yo, bro, it's always something with my teeth. And it's crazy because, like, you know that I'm my dad's child because My dad, he had a chipped tooth, the same tooth. My younger brother, he had the same missing tooth or chipped tooth. So it's like, you know, we're our dads because we got the eyes and we got that tooth problem. So it's just, that's just a fun fact about me and my dad. And I have his skin tone too. Like, my dad is dark skinned, my mom is lighter skinned. So that was that. Fast forward, I moved into more complex that following year. So I did a full year in Buff, and then I moved into more complex to finish one semester at Buffalo State College. And I was hanging on, like, I left the tooth how it is, and I'll insert pictures to show you how it looked. Like, let me see, the tooth that was messed up, which is this one, was longer than my actual tooth. So it looked funny, but I don't think people like paid attention, and I feel like I talked a certain way, so it was like people didn't really pay attention. I don't know. But then one day I was flossing like I usually do. I floss my teeth, you know, gotta keep your jibs clean, especially if that one don't look, you know, up to par. You gotta keep the rest of them looking good. It's my butt chin for me. Then ooh, it fell out in the sink, y'all. It fell out in the sink, the whole thing. Like, my tooth, the fake tooth, like, it fell out. All you could see was blood and gums. Like, I know this is like TMI, but people want to know, so I'm telling them. So there was this gums, like, it was like gums and blood. That's what you see. It was so sad. I cried. I was like, my tooth. Nobody noticed. Nobody seen. Nobody knew. So my mom gave me the idea, and I took the idea upon myself to just glue it back in. Not with like crazy glue, but like dental I forgot what it's called. It's like Pepsodent or something like that. It's like dental glue, where you can like glue the old people, they glue their dental, what is it called? The dentures, they glue the dentures back in for the day, you know? And my mom reminded me that my dad had used the tooth for his tooth or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna just use this just to finish the semester, finish my semester out strong. You feel me? I gotta finish school. I can't let this stop me. And I did that. You feel me? With or without my tooth, I was still finished and got my degree. And that's on period. And I want anybody who had any like obstacles or anything in their way not to deter them from your education, because that's key. Especially if, you feel me, brown and black individuals, you get what I'm saying? You have it tougher than a lot of people, so you gotta work towards your education. Okay, cool. So I love this wig, guys. I love it. I did that, finished school, came home from school in December 2019, and then honestly I lost the tooth, guys. I lost the tooth the December 31st, the day of New Year's. So it was like I couldn't even take pictures in the New Year. I couldn't even smile or bring in the New Year how I wanted to, because it's like, and I was dirty, I was tired. Like, how? Lost it somewhere in the house, I believe, or I don't know. But I just couldn't find it. And my girlfriend, she was just like, you know, babe, you're still beautiful. You're still gonna be okay. Like, she always reassured me, like, you're gonna be good. Keep that in mind, guys. And you need that. You need that confidence to get you going, to move you on. So that whole time I was like without a tooth, and then COVID happened. So from December all the way until February till COVID happened, I started a new dental process with a dentist close to my house in Queens, and they were horrible service. Just the cleanliness of the dentist, all of that was just disgusting. And I would advise people not to go there. Like, just don't go there. And I will link the dentist in the description below. Don't go there. Like, don't spend your money there. Don't use your insurance. Do not. So after that, he made me like a cement tooth. In order for me to go travel to Atlanta. I went to Atlanta with my friends. I got something, at least to, you know, show that I got something. So after that, he took it out and he continued the process, the dentist I was going to. And it was horrible. The service was horrible. He was he filed down my regular tooth, the one that had no issue with it. He was filing it down, and before that he didn't even tell me what was the, like, why he would, like, he didn't tell me that he was gonna file it down. So imagine just laying back and just feeling like something painful happened to you and you don't even know what is gonna, like, you get what I'm saying? It was just like communication. You're supposed to tell me what you're doing, period. Okay, cool. So I stopped going there and I requested to get my money back, and they gave me my money back. But at first they was fussing me up. They was like, oh, you cannot get your money back, da 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 da, you only can get partial back. I'm like, please do not let me go to social media with this, please, because y'all already got 1-star rating. Y'all don't have good ratings, reviews, so please don't let me do you. Don't let me do you. So then they gave me back my money, and I was like, oh, alright, because I thought somebody said something. So I got my money back, and then I had one of the girls I went to school with, she's in dentistry, and I hit her up, and I was just like, randomly, like, you know, like, this is the issue, because I know she was a dental assistant, and she's in the dental field. And we had Spanish class together, and we was on the same dance team. So it's like, okay, you know about the you know about it. Okay, you know about dental, so I might as well hit you up. Okay, cool. So I hit her up, and she pointed me to the dentist that completed my process, fixed my grill. So she was like, you know, I'm gonna set you up with a consultation. Come in, don't be late, don't cancel, blah blah blah. Did the consultation. He seen what was need to be done, and he didn't give me an estimated time, but he was like, just working on it. The first step to getting a dental implant is for them to do the consultation. So check, he did the consultation, he looked at the area, he inspected it, and looked at basically what needed to be done, the work. Okay, cool. The whole entire dental process with him cost $23.50, I believe. So $2,350, I believe. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So I think it was $2,350. That's an investment, baby. That's an investment. Invest in yourself. If you love yourself, invest in it. So I'm like, alright, this is what I want. And I had wanted this for my birthday. Like, it was supposed to be a gift 2020 for my birthday, June. Now I started my process with them in April, May, and it wasn't even done till you guys seen till this year. All because of COVID, all because of work, all because of a lot of extenuating circumstances. The lab took time, but hold on, we're gonna get there. It's just time took over a lot of the process, where I had to wait a course of like a year or two to get it done. But after the consultation, my dentist took an Implant. So that's like the gooey stuff. If you've ever been to the dentist, they have like the gooey cold. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's warm. The gooey stuff, I don't know what it's called, but he took an impression of my mouth, and that was for my flipper. Remember I showed you guys the flipper? If you haven't seen my last video, go watch. What are you doing? What are you doing, baby? Go watch. Yeah, go watch me. So the flipper he made for me, he sent it off to the lab to cover the area. That didn't even come till after my birthday. So it was like I had to take pictures of my birthday on my mouth closed. You see those poses, rather than not showing it, because I was embarrassed. I'm not even gonna lie, that I had a missing tooth. Yes, of course I'm still pretty, and yes, of course I'm still confident and have courage, all of that said, but it's still like it's an insecurity within myself. So that is why I hid it for so long. And then it was people talking about it too, like, I'm not gonna say who, but people were making fun and saying, oh, before you talk to me or before you speak, you should get, you know, your teeth. Okay, get back to it. You guys guys, look at my toes. Do you like them? Look, it has diamonds on it. Pretty toes. Soon after I got my flipper done, he started the next process of the dental implant, and I'm gonna tell you guys. So next up, after that, he's gonna cut open the gums. So your gum line, all the skin that is the skin that's open, he cut it open. He cut open my gums, and before that, he used a big needle. It was like this long, bro, this long, and numbed my gums. So numb my gums, cut open it, and then that's when they insert this long screw. Screw is like this long, and he puts it inside the gums, then closes back the gums, sews it in, and then adds a little metal piece to attach the tooth later on to it. So it's like a metal screw. It goes in, he tightens it, and then sews it back up. Now this at this time, I'm in severe pain. Like, I'm in nothing but pain. But if anybody knows me, even if you don't know me, I only take pain medicine if it's like direly uncontrollable, because I don't want later on in life my body to be like fluent on drugs, you know. I want to be natural. So did that, and I took, like, it was like 800 milligrams. I was in nothing but pain. Like, I couldn't talk, I couldn't really eat. I just was like, like, it was really bothering me. And guess who was there? My girlfriend, Key. Only one there. Came with me to the dentist, brought me home from the dentist, got me food. You feel me? She was like supportive, as she should be. While everybody else, you get me saying, didn't even know, didn't even care to ask. It's just, you get used to certain people and certain things that is in the world. Like, some people is just selfish, and everybody don't have your best interest. It's just supposed to be done within like a couple weeks. But I was like in between jobs, and then I was like paying for stuff that I didn't even need. So I was like not really paying attention to my dental process because I had my flipper. So it's like I had my tooth, so I could talk, I could eat, I could do things. So I wasn't like I wasn't really on the process like I was supposed to be. And also, the dentist was only working 2 days a week. My dentist was only working, I believe, 1 day a week. So it was they was only open 2 days a week because COVID and the cases went back up. So the dentist was really open 2 days a week. And one of the days my dentist was there, and it was clashing with my work schedule. That's what I think it was happening. It was clashing with my work schedule. Went in, he took another imprint, so that gooey stuff. It's cold, you bite down into it, take an impression of your tooth, the space, and all your teeth and all that. And then he sends it off to the lab. Now the lab takes stupid long. It takes too long. Like 1-2 days, let's go. Like, y'all take too long. So I was literally waiting for most of my process on the lab. So they sent off my stuff, and they said it's about 2 weeks. So it's okay. It took about 2.5 weeks for the actual teeth to come in. But then when the tooth came in, it didn't cover up most of my like spacing. I had a big gap. Like, it was a huge gap, and I was like, I don't like this. I told the dentist that off rip, like, you're not just gonna let me pay my money for anything and I'm gonna be upset after. It was a huge gap. So I was like, nah, like, you gotta fix this. So while I was there at that visit, he uses a screw to take out one of the metal screws that you guys seen. So the metal, like a metal nut, he took it out, and he used a screwdriver to untake it, and then he screwed in that, or not screwed, but he put the tooth on top of the screw. So he like set it, but he didn't set it as yet. Like, it wasn't set with like glue or anything. He put it on and told me to hold it and look in the mirror to see how it looked, and I didn't like it. So he sent it back out, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna see what I could do. Cause I told him I don't want no gap. Like, that don't look like me. I never had like a huge gap. That's not me. They're gonna, like, people, I want it to look real. I want people to, for me, like, see me as normal Storm. That's not normal Storm with a big gap. It's gonna look noticeable, and I don't like it. So he sent it out, and he's like, give it 2 more weeks. So I believe it wasn't done by my birthday. It was done, you know, when I made my video, guys, and I showed you that day. That's when it got done. So I'm like, all right. Sent out, came back to the dentist, I believe about 2.5 weeks, again 2.5 weeks later. So this is like June 17th or 18th. My birthday was the 16th. They were like, hey, we got your lab back, you know, come in, we're gonna finish. So whenever they get your lab, they call you. That's what I liked about them. They called me every time, you know, something was changed or updated, and they were really flexible with me. I just didn't like the fact that the lab took so long and that they were open only 2 days, but that's because of COVID. Okay, cool. Went in. I was so excited, guys. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get my teeth done. I was excited. I was telling my girlfriend, like, oh my gosh, we're getting it done. I'm getting it done. Okay, cool. You guys get it. Went in, and at first I was looking like, I don't like this. Like, I mean, of course I like the fact that it was something there, but if you guys can notice at the top, at the very top, you see how it looks like, it don't look like my next tooth. It don't look like, it looked weird, like. So I was like, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. It looked like curved and it looked weird. And he was just basically like, that's the best I could do, you know. And I didn't like really his arrogance and how rude he could be, like. And I believe they were Russian. I'm gonna drop the dentist office that I went to. Definitely drop it. But most of the workers were Russian. So it was like when my friend left the office, she was the only black person working there. Let's talk about it. So they didn't have no African American people working there. They didn't have no people of color working there. They only had one Hispanic female. I believe she worked at the front desk. And obviously you need a bilingual person for a business, because there's people that speak Spanish and they only speak 2 languages, a little bit of English and Russian. So that kind of frustrated me a little bit, because it's like, I'll be in the chair, like sitting back chilling, like, this is the light, and I'm sitting and chilling, and they'll be like speaking Russian around me. And it's just like, when you speak English or when you speak another language and you hear people speaking another language around you, it just makes you feel uncomfortable. It makes you feel weird. And that's how I felt. Alright, that's one thing. And another thing is, the dentist wasn't really very communicative. Like, you know how you go to a dentist and he'll be like, alright, now I'm gonna drill you. Now I'm going to remove your tooth. Now I'm going to do whatever. He wouldn't tell me what he's doing. He would just do it. So I'm laying back and he would just stick a huge needle in my mouth. I think that's unprofessional, and I told him that I had to block on him one time, because he just, again, like the other dentist, started drilling my tooth. And my teeth are very sensitive. I use Sensodyne. My teeth still are sensitive. He just started drilling my teeth, or just doing what he did. I think he drilled something. Yeah, he started drilling my tooth. My teeth are sensitive, so I pushed him away. I was like, yes, guys, I know you're probably like, you pushed him? Yes, I pushed him. All the dentists that's watching this right now, yes, I pushed him. I know that wasn't right, but was it right for him to go in my mouth with something and not telling me what he doing? Like, somebody comment below. Like, have you ever had dentists that just do actions and don't tell you what they're about to do. Because I never had that until I experienced that. So he was not communicating. He would just do whatever. I'm like, okay, what is the next step? Good thing I watched, you know, the dental implant dental implant videos to know what I'll be expecting, because the man wasn't telling me nothing. The dentist wasn't telling me the DDS, wasn't telling me anything. And I didn't like that. So another thing I didn't like, besides the language barrier, the going in my mouth without telling me what you're doing, is just the kindness. I didn't feel that. He didn't make me feel like, you know, like, this is a business, yes, but also like you feel comfortable coming here. Like, you should feel comfortable at least going to your dentist, because it's already hard to go to the dentist. This is why people are scared to go to the dentist, because people do stuff like this. And every movie or show I seen is like the dentist talks to you. They make jokes. They, you know, they make you feel comfortable. This dentist was like, no, I'm doing my job and that's it, which is good. He does his job, but you're not fully accounting for your job if you're not communicating with your patient. So that was that. And I actually got a root canal the same day I got my dental implant laid down, I guess that's the word, laid. Also, to finish the process of my dental implant, he used like this white sticky gum like substance. I don't know what it's called, but he used that, and he used like a cotton ball, and he used both of them, and he stuck the tooth up the socket. And basically that finished my process, and he used like some like LED light to like dry it and make sure it was stayed, like it stayed. He used like the LED light. And then I heard him like when he was laying it, I guess it was like gum, the gummy stuff like coming outside of where my tooth is and where like my little gap is. He was like, yeah. So I was like, I hope he's not messing up my teeth. And that is pretty much my story time and my process on how I got my how I got my dental implant. If you have any more questions, if anybody else is going through a dental implant, if you feel scared, if you feel nervous, hit me up, guys. You know, I'm here to talk to you guys. I'm here to share my experience. I'm definitely here to be, like a mentor on whatever I dealt with, because not many people or not anybody told me what the process was. I just had to face it myself, like a gangster. You feel me? Like a gangster. You see it like that? But thank you guys for watching so much. I appreciate you guys. Love, the support, the comments, everything. And we're only gonna get better. I'm only gonna get better. I'm gonna use the feedback. I'm gonna use just everything I observed to make myself believe. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, share with a family member. You know anybody who's getting an implant, tell them come talk to me. Peace.